He was born in Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow, go figure, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And the son of Margaret and John O'Hare. And he had 3 sisters. But he grew up in the suburbs of Detroit, living in Southfield.
Wow.
That had to be a kind of a rough upbringing.
Yeah.
A white boy growing up in Detroit.
You ain't kidding.
And then his family moved to Wing Lake in Bloomfield Hills, which is a little kind of a ritzier area of the Detroit area. And his mom was a musician, and he is of Irish descent. Of course, if you can't tell from his full name, Dennis Patrick Seamus O'Hare, if you can't tell that he's of Irish descent from that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you really think so? Yeah.
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 As a teenager, he was in his school's choir. And in 1974, he went to his first audition for Showboat. And then he left Detroit to go to Chicago to study at Northwestern University. He has had so many iconic roles.
Oh my God, yeah.
Other than just, American Horror Story.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was
him so much.
He was in True Blood.
Yes,
go figure. I was like, oh, that was him. So yes, he was in True Blood, people. Now you got to go back and watch it again.
Oh yeah, he was in True Blood. Yes.
Yep.
I was a big old fan of True Blood.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
mean, anybody that loves their vampires loves their
Yep.
True Blood.
Oh yeah.
But that was a bit crazy. But he was in Charlie Wilson's War,
Yep.
Milk, Changeling, Dallas Buyers Club.
Yep.
And he has been in quite a few.
Yeah.
I mean, he has quite the career.
Oh yeah. He was in the Broadway revival of Sweet Charity, so he did that.
Yes, he sure was. And
yeah.
Also in Take Me was another award-winning performance. I was looking up because he did get some.
He played in the remake or the revival of Cabaret too.
Yes, he sure did.
Yeah. Awesome.
He also, I was looking for, and he has been in so many TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
Half of these movies I wasn't even aware that he had been in.
I know. And it's like, why did I miss that? You know?
He was in the movie Derailed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, how did I miss him in Derailed?
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, like we said before, HBO's True Blood.
Yeah, and Changeling. I'm going to have to watch that again now. Darn it.
So am I, because I don't remember even seeing him in there.
I know.
And he had a recurring role in the series, The Good Wife, as a judge. So, and then we come along to, all of a sudden, he was everywhere.
He was in Law and Order, and all the spin-offs, all the other shows, all the Law and Orders.
Yes. He was just in so much, and then his face is something. His face is something that you would remember.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's just
Oh, and his role in True Blood was awesome.
Oh,
He
yes,
plays the
as
king. He plays the vampire king of Mississippi. Woohoo!
Russell Edgington.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And believe it or not, he's 2,800 years old. He looks pretty darn good.
Yes,
Yeah.
he sure did.
And the Eagle movie, that newest one, 2011.
Yes.
So that was awesome.
I mean, has been in so much, and
Yeah.
then
He was.
and then all.
Yeah, and then
all
he
of
was
this-
in. He was in Into the Woods too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he sure was. I mean, and then all of a sudden he pops on us in American Horror Story.
Oh, he was.
we're going-
Yeah, he was in the first one.
He was in. Yes, he was in the very first one.
Yeah.
What was his name in that first one? All I remember him is just having the scarred face.
Yeah. Larry Harvey. That's it.
Larry Harvey.
Yep.
How could you remember Larry?
Yep. But,
And we had been talking about how in that first episode, how,
Right.
Jessica Lange's character
Yeah.
killed her son, but she actually got Larry to do the
Right. Yeah.
do the deed, and I never liked that.
Yeah. I never did
liked
either. Yeah. And then of course he was Spalding in the third season.
Spalding.
Yes.
He wasn't in number 2, was he?
No. Then he was in the third season.
As Spalding.
Yeah. Spalding in the third season, and Stanley in the fourth. Yeah. He wasn't in the second season. And
he would have played a crazy. He could have played a crazy inmate in that asylum.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he could have.
Quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, he could have. Yes, he
And
could have.
Then Spalding,
Right.
like you said, and then Spalding, and then Stanley.
Yep.
Who all of us can really agree that we all hated Spalding.
Oh, yeah.
Stanley.
Stanley. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Stanley didn't have not one redeeming quality.
No, he did not. Absolutely agree.
So we have that, and then
Yeah, he
the next,
he was a piece of work, but he was nominated for several awards for his roles in the AHS seasons. So
Yes.
it was great. And then, of course, we come to his greatest one, I think, ever.
Liz Taylor.
Liz Taylor on American Horror Story Hotel.
I'm trying to think of anyone inside the American Horror Story family or outside that could have pulled
No, I can't think of any.
Liz Taylor off like Dennis O'Hare. He is so versatile. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
He made you just believe every word he said.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's just great. I loved him as Liz.
Yes.
I think that was one of his best epic roles. It really was. I mean, down to the wardrobe and the jewelry and just the attitude. It's like you just fell in love with him. You did.
And you know what he said? He said the very first time that he wanted to meet Lady Gaga, he wanted to be in full Liz Taylor garb when he met her.
Yeah.
He thought that would be very important as a first impression.
I'm sure.
And she just said, wow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She was very impressed.
How could you not be? That role was epic for him. I mean, that's who everybody talks about is Liz. You know? Yeah,
right.
They talk about Lady Gaga. Yeah, she was awesome. I mean, that role was definitely her. And, of course, Wes Bentley and everybody. But Liz just stands out. Her and, him and Kathy Bates. They stand out in this, who played Iris. Those two were great together.
Yes, and that's what made it was the chemistry between Kathy Bates and Dennis O'Hare that made that so just believable.
Oh yeah, he was just awesome in that, and they kind of went the limit on that with his that love thing going on. So, but but it was perfect. It really was. I loved him in that. I said, the wardrobe, everything, the makeup, the jewelry. He just exuded.
Liz Taylor.
He did, and it was just.
He really was. He was amazing.
That was epic performance. Absolutely epic. I can't say enough about that. I really can't because I just loved him in that. And,
I agree.
And I think that really put him over the top as an actor. Did. Because he really got acclaim for that role.
Yes, he did.
And well deserved, I might add.
If they weren't expecting it, I don't think anybody was expecting him of all people to play that role.
Yeah.
And when he did, it was like he just pulled it off.
Pulled it off. I mean, that was he went above and beyond.
Oh yes, he did.
It was just great. I just loved the attitude too, the swag. She had swag.
yeah.
So.
She did.
Yeah, and he was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for supporting actor in a miniseries or movie in 2012. And then that was for American Horror Story, the first season.
Yes.
And he returned playing Spaulding, of course, and Stanley in Freak Show. He earned a second Primetime Emmy Award nomination for that.
For Stanley?
And American Horror Story. Yeah. And for his performance in American Horror Story Hotel as Liz Taylor, that's when he received universal critical acclaim. That role made him.
Yeah.
It really did. What an amazing actor. I can't say enough about him. I really can't.
Yeah. And then he was also Dr. Elias
Cunningham in Roanoke. Yes.
In Roanoke.
Yes. Well, which we will get to in a few weeks. We will be doing Roanoke.
Yes.
So.
And he was crazy in that too.
Well, yeah. He wasn't really crazy in Hotel. I liked he wasn't a crazy person. I liked the role he played because it was different from the other ones.
He was a man of his own conviction.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, he just he's just amazing. He's very, very talented.
Oh, very.
I did read something interesting that before the revival of Cabaret, which he played Ernest Ludwig on stage.
Yeah.
he played the clarinet in the show's orchestra too.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't that
So
wow?